Hey, this is Craig with Private Fairway. It's almost golf season again this year. Just have a couple more weeks till we're ready to really start playing outside. But I want to show you how practicing at Private Fairway is going to help you play better golf this summer than ever before. I'll show you three things in this video. One, I'm going to show you how you can use it to create real life shots and practice real life shots that you might run up against in your golf game. Two, I'm going to show you how it can help you with your putting. A lot of times people don't think TrackMan or a simulator will help you with your putting, but I'm going to show you how it does. And then three, for all you that are really geeky, want to skip to the end or stay to the end, I'm going to show you how you can really look at your swing using TrackMan's AI motion analysis. So let's start right now. We're going to start with creating real life shots. So what I'm going to show you here is I've pulled up a golf course. This is a mountain course, not far from where we are. And what's fun is when you play in the practice mode on the golf course, you can create any kind of shot you want. So we could hit drive or driver if we wanted to hit driver, but let's create just like a little chip shot. So I was watching a YouTube video the other day about, working on these little chip shots. So what we're going to do is we're going to just move the ball right here to this 25-yard chip shot. You'll see if we look at this, we're kind of uphill into this pin. It's sloping a little bit from right to left. And now we can work on this little chip shot over and over and over, and we can practice it. I have a 58-degree wedge, and this might be a shot that I want to work on. So I can just hit this shot. That one's a little thin. Can just hit this shot over and over, and it'll keep track. You see the orange dot down there on the green on the mini map. Too soft. You can kind of get it dialed in, still a little too soft. That's better. So I was watching this video, YouTube video, I know you watch them too, but I was watching this YouTube video and the guy was talking about putting with loft. And he was using a 9-iron for a shot like this from the fairway. And I thought, well, I could probably try that. All right, we're going to see if this putting with loft is better. Not bad. Maybe a little hard. So I hit those shots with my wedge, but now it's with a little 9-iron. That one's a little hard. But already it's a little easier for me to get it up there and closer anyway. There we go. So I can just kind of work on this. What does this idea of putting with loft look like? Am I leaving that club face way open? Is that what's going on? Face to path, yeah, open. So kind of leaving it open. That's better. A little too hard, but. So I'm getting the data while I practice. What's the face of my club doing? What's my face angle? Club path. Face to path. And I can work on that. So I can create real life shots. Like you could also create like maybe you want to create like a little approach shot. So if we said, oh, let's pick an approach shot. So let's come back. Let's go back to the tee here. And then let's create like a 150 yard. We're going to come back here. Maybe 100 yards. There we go, 106 yards approach, right? And there's a couple of things we can do with this approach. We can go straight at the flag, like we're aimed right there. Or we can look at different ways. This green kind of slopes down, so we can aim left or right. But right now, let's start with a few. Let's hit the first couple where we just go right at the flag. Oh, a little short. Maybe I don't have quite enough club. So you can do the same thing too. Like I thought that was going to be enough club. It is uphill 16 feet, so maybe that's the difference. Okay, and then you'll see the green slope, so it's rolling away from it a little bit. It's going to be better, a little short. But now I can just work on this 106-yard uphill shot that might be similar to a shot you play on your normal golf course. Now, and I pushed out a little bit, but kicking off the hill, not a bad strategy. Pushed it a little, pushed it right off the hill. There we go. So you can create different shots, chip shots, approach shots. If you want to hit your driver, you can do that. You can pull up a course that has trees on the sides of the fairway, whatever you might want to do. All right, let's look at the second thing. So the second thing you can do is putting. So let's look at putting. So for fun, what we're going to do is pick a different hole. We'll go to this par 3 course. Go to the par 3 hole, the second hole. And let's put this on the green. So we're going to put it on the green. Let's see, we'll just start somewhere. Let's do down like that. Okay, so we just have, on this one here, we just have a little 9-foot putt. Let's make it just a little longer, like that. So we have a 14-foot putt. And the way that I like to use this for practicing putting is I like to set it up where the computer is reading the break. So you'll see that little flashing line, computer's reading the break. All I have to do is putt the right speed as straight as possible, just like outside putting. And it's going to give me some feedback on what's going on with my putts. Now, if you look, this putt is a little tricky because it's 12 inches uphill. So it's kind of a lot uphill. So I'm going to have to think about that when it comes to my speed. Oh, look, I made it look easy, right? So a couple of things to notice when you practice your putting. You'll see here my club, my ball speed, and my launch direction. So that's what I really watch, is launch direction, because that's telling me did I push or pull the putt. So the closer I have it to 0, the straighter I kept my putter through impact. So, like for example, if I try to push it here just a little on purpose, you'll see that's a push, and my launch direction is now 3.3 degrees positive, which means to the right. I could also do the same thing. I could pull it, and it would be the same. You'll see, we'll pull it just for fun. Same thing, pulled it. I pulled it 2 degrees to the left. So what's nice about this is as you're practicing, you can come in here and you can putt. You don't have to just putt in a boring, green. You can pick kind of a fun hole, make it uphill, make it downhill, make it straight, make it not straight. And you'll see you can just practice that. So that's a good one. Launch direction 0. Just was a little bit of a speed issue. Not hard enough that time. All right, so you can also create like a really crazy putt. So here's an 83 foot putt. It breaks really hard to the right. It's uphill 20 inches. It's kind of uphill and then downhill, I think. And so I can try this and work on that crazy putt if I want. Have to hit it pretty hard. See, like I hit that pretty hard, but not hard enough. So not enough. So let's see what we got to get it to. Oh, I didn't even hit that one as hard. 16 feet, 16. All right, there we go. Try 19 miles per hour, still not enough. So you can create all kinds of different putts. Okay, the third thing I want to show you is TrackMan's AI swing analysis, motion analysis. And what it will do is it'll take video of your swing and it'll show you kind of some insights as to what's going on. I've got one shot here that I pulled up. It's not the prettiest swing, but just to give you an idea of how it works for kind of the average player. What happens is it'll video your swing, so you have a face-on down the line angle. I'm using my iPhones for it. And what happens is you come in here and you can see as I track through here, it'll show me a few things. These blue lines are kind of static lines, like what's going on with my head, shoulder plane, club path, club angle, and then this box is showing me in my swing. You see, like, I do have a bit of a sway problem on these shots, right? And then also as I'm turning, you'll see those orange lines are showing me how my shoulder is turning in comparison to my hips, right? And you also see some other things that you would like to fix, like, you know, are you keeping your arm straight? Are you getting your weight to the left? All of those things. But I can come through and I can click to different points in the swing. So like the top of my backswing, the beginning of my downswing, impact, and then my finish. So what's happening is I can look at those and to see, oh, what do I want to fix? So like, for example, the main one that I see, or a big one that I'm seeing, is I'm swaying, right? So can I come in here and fix that sway a little bit? Just think about, gosh, can I just stay and not sway? So we'll pull this up right here. We'll see if that's any better. It's a little bit of a push, it looks like. Change it to these other cameras here once they come up. So here we go. I can squeeze this down, and then if I click play, did I do any better swaying? A little bit better, right? So anyway, you can use the video motion analysis and look at all of that. You can see, are your hips turning before your shoulders, or your shoulders turning before your hips? Okay, so those are the three things that you can do by practicing at Private Fairway that you might just not be able to do on the range. Creating real life shots that are more fun to practice, getting the feedback with all the data. 2, practicing your putting, working on that putting stroke, understanding the launch direction that you tend to hit it at. And then 3, really diving into your swing with the AI motion analysis.